What is your full name?
Maggie Spielman,
Where are you from?
Berkeley, Michigan.
How old were you in 2009?
32.
What do you recall about your financial life before the Great Recession? So what was it like finding and keeping a job, finding and buying a home, and what were your spending habits like?
Well, before the recession, your dad and I had already been working on getting our budget under control and reducing debt, and so we were in pretty good shape at that point. We both had pretty secure jobs, and we were lucky that the industry that your dad's in as an electrician wasn't really affected greatly by the recession. And my job at Oakland County, they tried really hard not to let people go. They offered early retirement incentives so that people could leave voluntarily. And I don't think anybody ended up getting laid off at my job. So we were really fortunate with that.
So had you ever experienced economic hardships prior to the Great Recession?
Yeah, when we were first starting out as a family, like a lot of people did when your dad and I first got married, at that point we did have a lot of debt. We had you kids when we were still pretty young and starting out in our careers ourselves. So things were pretty tight at that point, for sure.
So how did you discover that our nation was facing a severe economic situation?
I heard about it on the news. In my job, I work in an industry where we provide benefits to, for me, I provide benefits to veterans in healthcare and disability benefits. So people were coming in to access their benefits that had never needed to before.
So you mentioned earlier that for you the Great Recession wasn't as hard. Was there anything that really was difficult, that was different before and during?
It was a while ago, so I'm trying to think back. I mean, everyone was nervous for sure. Everybody, even though we didn't face anything, we were really fortunate that we didn't have anything catastrophic happen to us. But it was still a very scary time for a lot of people. So I think it was just stressful all around, but no, nothing really specific happened with us.
What type of economic decisions did you and Dad make in response to the economic situation, if any?
Well, like I said, at that point in time, we had already made some decisions. We had already been reducing our debt and not taking on new debt. So we just kind of continued on that path, I would say.
So what did you think of President Barack Obama's and the Congress's reaction to the Great Recession?
The one thing that I remember that stands out is the projects that they did as far as investing in infrastructure and creating jobs that way. I thought that was a good idea.
So do you think that recessions or depressions can be prevented, and then why or why not?
I am not an economist, obviously, so that's not something that I feel like I'm an expert on, but no, I don't think that they can be prevented. I just think that there's going to be ebbs and flows with the economy. I mean, we might be able to get better at predicting them, or maybe not having them be as catastrophic as they were. I think some people saw it coming in 2008, and we just maybe can get better prepared for it.
Yeah. How has the Great Recession changed you, or if it hasn't really changed you, how do you think it's changed the people around you?
I think, we all learn lessons from it of just trying to be more prepared as much as you can be. I think everyone just became a little bit more leery. Nobody really, I don't know, everybody just don't really trust in some of the same institutions that they used to. People don't trust the same in buying houses and some of the same things anymore like they used to. So I think it's just kind of changed the culture a little bit.
So would you say like that's kind of how it's changed like our nation? Like people have just become like more careful? Like
Somewhat more careful, but also just overall less trusting, I think. So
sounds good.